Greetings, brothers and sisters. Hello and welcome back to Witches of the Moon. I'm Eva Maria, your Monday hostess, and this week's topic is about balancing work, the craft, and home life. It's very easy to feel overwhelmed when you're being pulled in a lot of directions, when a lot is going on. It's hard sometimes to fit your craft in there, between addressing what you need to do at home and between handling what you need to do at work. Work is obviously vital. We can't not work. Many of us can't anyway. Most of us are not in a fortunate position that we don't have to work. But finding a balance, striking a balance between those various aspects of our lives, it can be very difficult. But in my opinion, in introducing this topic, I want to tell you about how I feel about it. I feel that work, the craft, and home life, these are all aspects of various parts of our existence as our beings, and in truth they really can't so much be compartmentalized. Maybe it might be a little easier to separate work from home and the craft, but these are all aspects of one existence. So it's not, to me, like you go to work and suddenly, you're not that part of yourself that is spiritual or magical. It's not like you come home and you're not that person doing the job that you do. You are you in total. It's just a matter of, again, striking a balance. I feel that in the case of finding a means for having your craft always be present, it is really, in my view, a way of life. You don't, in my opinion, specifically have to be casting spells, working on your book of shadows. You don't have to be doing very defined witchy things, in my view, to have your craft be a part of your life. One thing I like to do on a daily basis is I like to pray in the morning. Sometimes, if I wake up early enough, I devote time to journaling, and in doing that, I can explore my thoughts and feelings in regard to my spirituality and my being as a human, on this ride of life. And if I'm very lucky and I have enough time to spare, I like to do a yoga sequence in the morning. Now, I'm not saying that you all have to do yoga, but if there's something simple, if you, let's say, want to take a minute or two, light a tea light in the morning, focus, set your intention. Maybe you want to set a prayer. Maybe you want to have like a 5-minute meditation. Or, there's little things you can do. There are people who practice, for example, hedge wizardry, which is very much a domestic version of the craft. In that case, your craft becomes very synonymous with your home life. It's very integrated. Cooking becomes deliberately sacred, intentionally, consciously. It becomes an act of sacredness. Not only is there the sacredness inherent in caring for others, but also, taking time to focus on and acknowledge the correspondences of the ingredients you put into the food that you're making, the intention you put into the meal, whether it be for blessings or for some other purpose. When you're cleaning your home, you can take the act of cleaning and create that into a sort of means of cleansing spiritually the energy of the space. You can For example, let's say you're going to work with pine cleaners or lemon cleaners. These are cleansing agents in a spiritual nature. You can include smudging in your cleaning of your home. At work, for example, if you want to maintain a higher vibration at your workspace, sometimes it gets very stressful, you can put something like Florida water or blessed water, something like that in a spritzer bottle. You could spritz it around your cubicle, whatever you feel you want to do, really stretch your perception here, open your mind, think outside the box. There are little things you can do. You don't need to like be having a full-on circle in your cubicle, and you don't need to I don't think you should devote your focus and time to any one particular part of your life, whether it's, only work. Because too much work is very bad for you, because then you're drowning out that spiritual side of yourself and you're drowning out your presence at home. Too much spirituality, it can unground you potentially, believe it or not. You need to have one foot in the mundane. You really do. Because if all you think about are your spiritual pursuits and you're not addressing things on the material plane, your life can get very undone. It can come undone. There are things that bills need to be paid, things need to be attended to. This. And if your entire focus is on your home life, where you're not feeding your spirituality and you're not devoting enough attention to the work that you do, those can suffer as well. You really do need to spread your focus in creating that balance of the three. But I guess these are my thoughts on this topic. I know that they are not very deep. I'm not really going into great extensive detail. Unfortunately, I have to cut this video a little bit short. I have schoolwork to do, but I did want to at least touch upon this topic and introduce it for this week. I welcome you to, stay tuned, watch everybody else's videos. I'm eager to see and hear what everyone else will bring forth on this topic. I wish that I had a little more time, but unfortunately I don't. Please forgive me. And with that, I'm going to wish you all blessed be and Ashe. You all stay awesome. And until our next exchange, until next week, bye-bye for now.